Alright, well, that is, like I said earlier, a USB port, 5 volt 1 amp, 5 volt 2.1 amp. There's two of them there. Then there's a DC voltmeter, which is nice because it'll let me know what the voltage is here. Now I may even put a set of banana plug jumpers here so I can tie into that too if I want. I don't know yet because I do have another meter going on to the main panel. And this is a lighter plug adapter. So now what it did, it came on this so that you can, you know, bolt it up to something. And then I was going to just put it on a piece of ABS plastic, but the plastic itself, plugging in and out of lighter plugs, you know it's not going to last. So I took a piece of OSB and I cut it and primed it back here. But little mistake that I made, I forgot to put any black on it. So I'm just going to get a little paintbrush and just paint around it a little bit, but you're not really going to see that because that's basically going to be bolted up against something like it is there. So that's what I got. Now, to be honest with you, I'm thinking about buying another one and putting it in the car or in the van. I have a spot that I can actually put them. I have a gauge for voltage and stuff, but you know, it's a needle, so it's not very accurate. I have no USB. I do have 4 lighter plugs, but that might come in handy to have in the van, just for the USB and for the voltmeter itself. If I can find the voltmeter and the USB separately for less than what I pay for the whole thing, I'll just buy what I need. But the whole thing, including that bracket I showed you earlier, was only like $11 with free shipping. So I mean, it's really not too bad of a price. So, but I gotta see what I can do and see what I can find. Now when I start working over in the radio area, over there, I've got a 1.5 by 3 inch voltmeter that's going to be mounted in over there so that I can test everything on the bench and see what I have for actual bench voltage, as well as power supply voltage. So, but other than that, that's where I'm at. This is the Canon, by the way, and it's sitting on a tripod. The tripod I think I showed you earlier. I don't mean to waste all your guys' times with all these little tidbit informational videos, especially on basically the same thing all the time. I'm in the shop, so it's most of the time it's just me and shop talk and things that I plan on doing or trying to do. But other than that, I do have to put a couple of shelves up today and get a few things done. I want to get that cleaned over there. Now when I say over there, for now I'm talking about that little section right there, and get that all painted and primed and cleaned in, so we can start working on that. And I got to build a shelf up over there because I need a little bit more room up there. So I'm going to get that done, and I got to put a long shelf up behind me and another one on the side of me. So I've got the plywood over there, hold on guys, over there. So I'm going to do some ripping of that. I like this tripod. Yeah, it's nice. Actually, it's heavy enough too where I can put my spot scope on it. Because my damn spot scope, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's like 2.5 feet long. And it's big. So 2.5 feet long is probably at least 5 inches in diameter as far as the lens side. Alright, I'm done guys. I'll be back with the other camera in a minute. Okay, so the GPS up here, which is an old Garmin Plus 3, again, but it works. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. There's no chart plotter in it, there's no road maps in it, it's basically just a GPS. So you can't go wrong. A GPS is always a GPS. So, however, I have it hooked up to the radio. This is a marine radio. I'm going to go sideways on you here, guys. Maybe not. Let's see. Anyway, this is a marine radio. This is the Uniden. I think it's a 625 or whatever. But as you can see, once I have the GPS hooked up to it, it starts giving me everything I need. Then I can actually go to track and hit that, and what it does is it gives me like a road. So the object would be to keep the boat in the center of the road. And as you're drifting or going from waypoint to waypoint, that road will change directions. And again, the object is keeping yourself in the center of it, or somewhere relevant to the center. And that's how that would work. Compass. Here's the compass. Now the compass, it's picking up the compass of the GPS right now. So, you know, it's not picking up the direction of the radio, it's picking up the direction of the GPS. But once all that is in play, I won't have any problems with that. And then let's go back to the radio. And then at the radio, there's a little thing in the corner there, as you can see, down the mid to low left hand corner, a little blue thing, and it's indicating that the GPS is working and putting input into the radio. So that's all working. So that's good to know. So now what I'm going to do is I got to cut some wood, and then I'll get back to some of this other stuff that I want to talk to you about as far as gun control, crime, a paper that I did back in '96, security task force that I was a part of back in '96, research I had to do and things, but I'll get into all that later.